Arab-China Business Conference is underway in Riyadh, and our one and only very own Dan Murphy, of course, is there. And it's been a really busy couple of days there, Dan. I've seen that there are about 2,000 or so Chinese leaders, entrepreneurs, investors that have all flocked to Riyadh to really capitalize on growing Saudi-China ties. And I suppose the timing is really interesting too, right?
Absolutely, Sam. Good morning to you and good morning, everyone. This comes just days after the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken came to Saudi Arabia to firm up ties, and now the kingdom is welcoming Chinese investors with open arms here at the Arab-China Summit at the Ritz in Riyadh. Of course, China is Saudi Arabia's biggest trading partner and its largest buyer of crude. Beijing, of course, also brokered that historic deal to normalize diplomatic ties between Saudi Arabia and Iran back in December. But what we're seeing on the ground here in the last 24 hours in Riyadh is the biggest business delegation from China to the kingdom ever, after President Xi's visit last year. Of course, those leaders hoping to tap into Saudi Arabia's deep pools of capital, and of course the kingdom's investment ministry also saying that that is happening, with more than $10 billion worth of deals having already been signed across a range of sectors like technology, tourism and renewables, just to name a few. I spoke with Saudi Arabia's energy minister, His Royal Highness Prince Abdulaziz, on stage here on Sunday. When I asked about some of the concerns surrounding the Saudi-China relationship, he said, "I actually ignore it." Listen into some of this exchange.
We came to recognize the reality of today, that China had taken a lead, couldn't continue to take that lead. We don't have to compete with China, we have to collaborate with China, so as also collaborating with everybody else. We will never go again to this zero-sum game, but there is a value for working with China because they have taken the lead, they have got the right manufacturers, everybody is buying from these equipments from China. Many countries, they are into the high, even 50%, 60%, 70%. What is the hiccup of collaborating with China? But that doesn't mean we're not going to collaborate with others.
It was a really insightful conversation, Sam, and Prince Abdulaziz also said that Saudi Arabia, you heard it there, is no longer playing a zero-sum game when it comes to foreign policy. He also said, obviously, there are synergies now between the two countries as well, with Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 agenda continuing to play out and, of course, accelerating in recent months, and China also pushing ahead with its Belt and Road initiative, which is something that you've been covering extensively over the last few months as well.